So hi, welcome to go this podcast through the limbs. We're gonna ask them some questions today. I'm gonna start. So what inspired you guys to start the band, and what does the band name mean?
We started this band. I mean, we've been around for a while. The band originally started under a different moniker, probably around like the 2012 timeframe. We did that for a little while. Limbs was like rebranded as such and formed in like late 2014 timeframe. The name is derived mostly from a lot of like horror-based lore centered around the Tall Man or like Slender Man or the Crooked Man or the Thin Man or Phantasm. There's a ton of different references to it, but there's always like very long and pronounced limbs, and that's where the name originated from.
All right.
Sounds like you're describing me.
Chris is the personification of what our band name is meant to represent. 100%.
Big lungs. Big and
Great.
long. All right.
All right. So congrats on your newest release, Empty Vessel. How do you guys feel about the response to it so far?
That's sick.
Yeah, I mean it's been pretty awesome. Seems to be doing well. People are digging it. I know I've probably listened to it 1,000 times, just like the rest of us have, and we're just happy that everybody's been jamming it. Yeah, it's been solid so far.
That's good to hear. All
It was,
right.
yeah, it was like
there's-
a weird thing where like you don't really know what to expect because it was
It's exactly what I was about to say.
yeah,
Mhm.
like like it's kind of a different direction. I mean, I just joined recently, so like and based on what we've talked about together, it's like a kind of a change, kind of like a repositioning of like what we're trying to do and go for.
Mhm.
So there's always that like not knowing like anxiety you get when you're like, oh, like this is a little bit more different. You don't know how people are going to take it. It's kind of like a little bit of a make or break. Like, we're giving it our all on this one, and hopefully it like connects with people. So I think I personally, I don't know about everyone else, but am pleasantly surprised that like how many people have had like a good reaction to it and kind of get what we're trying to do. People that like peers in the industry and like just people being like, yeah, like this is sick, like you guys, this sounds awesome, like that stuff kind of solidifies like, all right, like maybe we're on a right path and like doing things in the best way.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
So can you tell me a little bit about your writing process and how it's changed from your previous projects and the earlier music to now?
Ooh.
Oh, man.
Tyler, you want to take? Yeah, I mean, who wants to take that one? Yeah,
I'll start it.
yeah, for sure.
Previously, like in the past with our singles and our album, there's been a lot of people in the band that aren't around anymore that would try to sway the direction of like how we're gonna sound, what we want to sound like, and like there needs to be a certain type of music we have to sound like. And now, not to sound like this, but now that those people are like out of the equation, it's now like we get to just do what we want now and not worry about does it sound like too much like this or like that. Like now we're just like getting in a room together and just like jamming out whatever we think sounds appropriate for what our sound is supposed to be now. And I think that that's where the music's going, just exactly like where it feels right, not where people say we need to go with it.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I feel like
definitely.
we've definitely embraced more of like a collaborative effort when it comes to like the songwriting process. Whereas like in the past, there may have been like one person who was primarily responsible for writing the majority of something. Now it's definitely a lot more of like um, a mass contribution to the sound. But as Tyler touched on, also, it's just also writing whatever we want to write in the time, like in the process of what we're feeling, what, the vibe of the band, the direction that we want to push it for.
Mhm.
Mhm.
It's just been like a very refreshing experience, I feel, with our more like updated writing processes.
Okay.
All right. So where was your headspace while creating your newest single, Empty Vessels?
I mean, I know I can speak for myself when I say that, during the writing process for this, we were at, as artists, like at a kind of a crucial time in the creative process. We were really driven to make the best version of ourselves that we could, so, and with everything else going on, it was kind of just a make or break moment, so to speak. We wanted to come back after releasing 2 singles, 2 solid singles the previous year, but we really wanted to come back and just like hit the nail on the head. And with Jordan and Tyler and myself during the writing process, just once again being able to come together and do it all together, like, and now that we have Joey and Chris, so like it's been a solid process for sure. And I'm super stoked on how everything turned out.
Okay.
Yeah. But in terms of in terms of the headspace, that was what it was. It was tunnel vision. We had a goal and we just blew straight for it.
Okay.
I think a lot of the times too, like in the past with the band, we've kind of been in a situation where like the last few times we've even dropped singles or dropped any music whatsoever, it's been coupled with some sort of, oh, this member left, or this member is arriving, or, we have a new singer. And, there's that whole battle that you have to go against when everybody's like, oh, who's the new guy? Who's the new singer? Is he going to be able to? This band's probably done, whatever people say. We've read it all.
Yeah.
So I think to touch on what Austin was saying, it was coming from a point where like, and I mean, we still do. It's not like we've lost this fire in any sense after one single, but we really like felt like we had something that we had to prove with these newer songs that we were writing, with this direction that we were wanting to take, with just the overall like aesthetic. There was a whole kind of like change in the mindset prior to going into it.
Okay. So you almost felt like this was your make or break moment, kind of?
100%.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So do you think that
I think maybe from like a personal goal standpoint, like it was a very make or break moment for us. Yes, I would agree with that.
Like, I don't want to speak for everybody else, but for me personally, like, because like what Jordan was saying, like we've been through every obstacle you could throw at us, like from member changes to this and that in the music, and we were just like, we've got to come out now and we've got to show everyone what we've had, what we're capable of, because we're capable of a lot more than what we've been doing. So when we came out with this music, we're like, let's make it just exactly how we want it to sound and as best as we can do. And that was really the mindset. Like, we've got to kick ass, we've got to make a good product, and we don't really have an option. We're just going to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So
that doesn't mean to sound like ego driven, like, oh, we're this great band or anything, but like, compared to like what we've been doing, we wanted to just like really step it up with ourselves.
Okay.
Yeah. It was definitely like a personal goal kind of thing.
Makes sense. Yeah.
So, what bands or artist influences do you think you can hear the most on this new track?
So actually, yeah, I think we're all probably going to say the same thing. So I'm just going to interrupt everybody and jump right into it. Or Tyler might. We'll see.
Like, when it comes to me, because like I don't have anything to do with lyrical content or stuff like that. When it comes to guitars, like I just really am inspired, like musically, by like Slipknot's like Iowa and like Kill Switch Engage type choruses. So like when I write, I want to have like fast, aggressive riffs, catchy riffs. But when I'm writing choruses, I like to open up and like beautiful parts mixed with like.
What did one guy say? He was like, fight riffs and sing along choruses or something like that.
I don't know. I read a comment on YouTube that was like, if Disambiguation by Underoath was a band, it would be this band. And like, that's never I would never make that comment about us. Me saying it.
I'm just gonna.
That's pretty flattering to read.
I was a metal kid growing up. And I think I first started listening to Underoath when the band introduced me to like Tim a few years ago. Mm-hmm. So when everyone says like this song reminds me of Underoath, I'm like, I don't know where that's coming from.
Okay.
Well, it's because Austin's beautiful singies.
Oh, it is one of my favorite records though, and Define the Great Line, obviously. Yeah,
dude, I think I
would
with
like every single person to ever be into post-hardcore or probably metalcore ever.
Oh yeah,
I love that record. I think Disambiguation is like definitely top 2 favorite Underoath records, which is like incredible. Blasphemy. It's like blasphemous to say. I might get fired.
I don't know. It was pretty great. But yeah, I definitely, I think that that's been a lot of comparison. It's with this single specifically that we've gotten comparisons to would be like Disambiguation era Under Oath.
Okay.
Okay.
Solid.
So I want you guys to imagine that there's a listener who hasn't had the opportunity to listen to your music before. I want you to describe your new single in 3 words, and this could make or break them actually listening to it.
Hot, sexy, sweaty.
Yeah, I mean, okay, all right.
That's a new one. Okay.
You said 3 words. He gave
Yeah,
you
I
three
mean,
very,
yeah.
very appealing words. Well, sweaty's debatable, but
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay, so that's Tyler's.
I don't know. I kind of feel like Tyler already said it. Like, if you're actually like describing the song, like I would just say fight riffs / chorus, and that's like
That is 3. It's 3.
3 words
Three.
that I would say to describe the song.
Gosh, it's one of the words.
Nailed it. Let's see. If I had 3, I'd say, let's see, fast, heavy, and memorable.
Okay.
Yeah.
not bad.
Yeah.
Do a really good chorus. That's it.
Okay.
I love that one. That's a good one.
Just, that's all you got to worry about in the song. Just
Yeah.
Of course, that's it.
Mhm.
I second all of that.
Okay. All right. Take an
Yeah,
easy way out. I see how it is.
That.
fair.
3 words. He seconds that.
Are you hugging yourself right now?
I'm itching my back. I have the
Self-love.
limbs, dude. I can
Exactly.
reach.
Self-love is
Yeah.
important.
Yeah,
gotta-
self-love is
you have to
important.
love
Hug
yourself.
himself.
Above all, you have
Um,
to hug yourself above all.
so you guys got to go on tour with Motionless in White and Beartooth right before COVID ended everything. Can you tell me,
Rest in
like,
peace, music industry.
No.
can you guys like tell me how that happened and what that experience was like?
Jordan, take it.
Yeah. You go first,
Yeah?
Jordan. Yeah.
I mean, dude, it was sick. It was incredible. I mean, I think since we started touring, anything even remotely resembling a professional circuit in probably like 2016, we've always been told, like, you guys need to tour with Beartooth. You guys need to tour with Beartooth. It's literally, if I had money for every time somebody had told us that at a previous show, like, I'd have enough to buy food. But so yeah, I would say that, it was really cool. It was really flattering to be able to go out with bands of that size. The fact that they were even willing to take on a band of our size and bring us along is like incredibly humbling and like very much appreciated.
Yeah,
Honestly,
definitely.
it's just like, it was incredible. It was, if anything, it was so good, it made the rest of the year that much more bad because like I came out of that tour being like, all right, like the year's getting set up, like tours are lining up, like this is exactly like what we're kind of working towards. This is what we've been pushing for. We've got these new members, we're rolling out, like we're really trying to come in hot. And then COVID was just like, psych. Like, so,
Oh,
yeah, gave us the people's elbow, and then we've just been chilling at home ever since.
Yeah. Okay.
ouch.
Joey, how
No,
would you
it-
describe it?
Yeah.
It was I think it was a great experience for us to all be together for the first time, especially on like a hell of a tour like that. I mean, just from top to bottom, like the crew, the band, everyone was so cool. And it was all the shows were packed. Kids had like a lot of high energy. It was great to be able to perform music in front of that many people and that many passionate fans every night. It was just, I mean, it's a treat. I mean, you hope you get to do more of those. Like, you just kind of appreciate every moment on a tour like that.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
also,
absolutely,
it says
for
a
sure.
lot too about like fans of bands like Motionless in White and like Beartooth, where like you look at a band like us and that first like thought, you might not be like, oh, like they're not really going to be into what we're doing, but like their fan base just loves music in general and as a whole, that like if you're just performing and like you put on a good performance and the songs are good and they can like catch on to it, like you feel like you're almost like a part of their fan base too. Like they love you almost equally as much. Like they were going off for the whole show. It wasn't just like,
Yeah.
oh, we're gonna hang
Oh,
out
yeah.
in the background and wait till like Motionless comes on or whatever. Like
Yeah.
they were there to listen to music, to have a good time, and like that was very welcoming to us and like really helped us, I think, kind of come out of our shell.
Mhm.
And definitely
Yeah.
find like what our performance and what our live show is going to be like moving forward. Like it was a really good kind of like testament to like what we could do, and like hopefully we can get to do again soon, and really kind of like bring that on to like more smaller tours, like our own, like when things happen and come kind of turn back on. I had imposter syndrome the whole time. I was like, why am I here? Like there's no reason why I should be here at all. But it was definitely solidifying, gratifying. I mean, a lot of descriptive words I can come up with right now.
I don't think
amazing.
there was I don't think there was a single show on that run where we got the vibe that the crowd was just like, oh, this is the opening band. Like, I'm just waiting for Stick to Your Guns to get up on stage. You know, it's like they're fans. Motionless's fans and Beartooth's fans were incredibly receptive. They were, you know, passionate, loving people. They wanted to talk after the show. They wanted to get to know. They wanted to know about the band. They wanted to know everything. And we've seen a lot of that, too, residually over social platforms since that also, where there have been a lot more of their fans that have kind of joined up into our fan base as well. And it's been really great to see, because, you know, like that's really like the conversion metric. Is like if these people choose to follow you beyond the show itself, then you've made some sort of like lasting impression, and that's like really what you want out of any performance. I feel, you know, you want to be one of those bands that like kids go home and they're like, dude, I just saw that band and like I didn't think that my, you know, world was going to get rocked or my life was going to get changed, or like I didn't know that I wanted to be a musician until I like saw this band perform. And I'm not at all saying that's us. I'm just saying like the feeling in general.
That's the goal. Yeah. I mean, it's, I lost my train of thought. I was going to say something insightful, but I forgot it.
It's okay. It sounded like you had something, so it's okay. We got it.
Just immediately spit it out when it comes back to you.
Just interrupt us.
No, it wasn't insightful. I remember what I was going to say. I think it's awesome to see, because like when we posted the new song, like the video and all that went up, and like a lot of people commented on it. Like most of the comments I was seeing on Instagram and YouTube were like, oh, like I saw them open on the Beartooth tour, like they were sick. Like people were like, oh, like I just found this band, and like then people would comment under that and be like, yeah, like I saw them last, you know, in January on the Beartooth tour, and like stuff like that. Like I think that tour alone, I mean, I would go as far as to say was a big reason why like I think we're seeing as much reception, like well-received reception to the new song, is because like we got in front of so many like passionate music fans that were able to like kind of be there waiting for new music. And like when it came out, like I think it was big for us for sure.
Great.
Well,
that's amazing.
I had to ask because I'm a massive Motionless in White fan, so I saw that you guys went on tour with them. Like, holy shit, I actually missed the Philly show. I wanted to go.
Bummer.
So I'm very glad that you guys had a fun time on that tour. So.
Yeah, definitely,
absolutely.
So,
it was so much fun.
You guys just dropped a single, obviously. Is it leading up to anything big, like an album or an EP, or is this just like a standalone single, just kind of putting your name out there again?
We got music, and we're just putting it out. If people like it, dope. But we're purposefully just kind of keeping that close to the chest.
Okay.
Just for now.
Just for now, you know. But we have music. There is music. There's more music coming for sure.
There is music.
Probably sooner than some people may think.
Okay.
But yeah, that's probably all I would say to that.
Okay.
We're trying to make the best. Yeah, we're definitely going to try to make the best of this time that we have, you know, not touring. So we're working.
Absolutely.
Yeah. That's all you can do. You got to spend this time like being productive in some aspect. Otherwise, like you've literally just pissed away a whole year for nothing.
You're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So where do you guys see the band in the next 5 years?
Hopefully successful.
Yeah, that would be nice. It would be nice to be able to continue it. Go ahead, Joe.
I think we all, after this process of, you know, what we've been working on, are all pretty proud of it, and all have pretty high hopes for it. I mean, it's hard to gauge where you're going to be, but you can put the work in now and kind of solidify the fact that you're going to have your best foot forward. I think that's the most important.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah,
5 years
I'd say
from
just
now,
touring.
huh?
I don't think
touring.
I don't think anyone knows what's going to happen, especially with COVID. Who knows? But like Joey was touched on, like this is what we're doing, and we're putting in so much work. Like, we're just not. There's no plan on stopping, with the next 5 years or anything. Like, we're just gonna keep grinding out, and whatever, if COVID ever stops, we're just gonna keep going and going and going, and if it takes us somewhere, it does.
Okay.
Dude, Tyler and I have already been in this project for like 5 years. What's another 5 more? Like, seriously.
You know what? Yeah, dude. Like, I'm good. I'm just.
We're just chilling, dog. We just write music. We're just doing what we want to do.
It's not like you go to college and you work hard for this. You know exactly where you're gonna end up after you graduate. Like, the thing about like the band is like we have no idea where we're gonna be in 5 years. Like, we could be playing a dive bar. We could be on another Motionless tour. Who knows? But we're gonna fight as much as we can to get like as successful as possible. And that's really all it is.
Our goal is to become metalcore millionaires.
That's
That
what
metalcore money.
Yeah.
Metalcore money. All right.
I say that pretty facetiously.
I'm trying to sell. I want to be Five Finger Death Punch right now.
Wait,
Nothing wrong with that.
You putting that out there into the ether, dude?
Hey, I don't care.
They got a vision board.
Hey, they got houses paid off. That's all I'm saying.
They made a shit
I
ton of
don't know
money.
who,
So
I didn't hear who you referenced, but
The word. Never mind.
hell yeah, brother.
All right. So for the last couple questions, we're actually going to shift away from music and go straight to death row. So if you guys were on death row, what would your last meal be with a drink?
Ooh, snap.
Modern Pizza from New Haven, Connecticut. Shout out.
I knew it.
My last,
It has to be. It always has to be.
my last drink would be an ice cold Coors Light. Lose
Of
the rock.
course it would.
Alright.
Why would it be anything else?
Party pack from Taco Bell, half soft, half hard with a large
Wait. What was the drink? You cut out.
Baja Blast.
Okay, solid. Yeah. Taste.
Respect.
I can't respect Taco Bell anymore since the 86 of potatoes. Everything I eat off that menu is gone now.
And
the triple layer nacho. Triple layer nacho's gone too.
Make
Oh,
your
no.
own. Make your own potatoes.
Yeah.
Maybe they have some black market like potato soft tacos you can get now.
Mhm.
Secret menu.
Just in the back end.
Clump, what's your last meal?
I've been trying to think what you got. Who hasn't gone yet? Someone else go before me.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
you
have to
go.
go. Go ahead.
Last meal, I'd have to say like,
You queued it up and you didn't even have it ready to go?
yeah, sorry, perfectly done filet mignon, mid rare, some broccoli and garlic, and a glass of scotch. It's got to be
Ooh.
Macallan scotch.
Yeah.
Classic.
I'd go out with a steak and a scotch. Yeah, for
Alright.
sure.
I'm going out full of shame, so
Fair enough.
pizza would be here.
Yeah, I'm gonna go straight bougie and say
Here we go.
lobster truffle mac and cheese.
All right.
And I would go with a 25-year Macallan to
Attaboy.
wash it all down along with my sorrows because it's my last meal and I'm on death row.
Man,
All right.
Oh.
All right, fair enough. All right, we're back on me now. I feel like I can't pick a specific thing, but I would say anything like an authentic, like fried avocado taco, probably from anywhere, would be sufficient.
Mhm.
Avocado.
Wait, is the
Yeah,
avocado
dude.
fried or is the avocado just
Yeah, they bread them and fry them with like
Sounds
Yeah, you're gonna have to
fucking
unpack
good.
this a little bit, Chris. What is
yeah, like
this?
so you
what
bread
is
the
this
avocado,
meal?
right?
Uh-huh.
And then you deep fry it.
Mhm.
And it's like crunchy but like soft in the center, and then you put like some type of slaw on there and some spicy aioli thing.
I know
Delicious.
it's really good. I've had it.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
hungry
real
now.
good. So I would do that,
Mhm.
and then probably just keep it simple with just like a really good black coffee, and then I'd be
Okay.
good.
All right.
I got it.
Some type of probably like Ethiopian blend or something.
I want to be captivated for those last seconds.
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
dude.
Wide
I
awake.
want to wake up from the dead
Oh yeah.
just so I can
That'd
eat
be
some more of those tacos.
Hell yeah. So if you could live in one fictional world for a week, where would you live?
Oof,
Fictional world.
that's tough.
Ooh.
I mean,
Oh.
I'm small as hell. I may as well go to the Shire.
Oh.
Could be worse answers.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with the Shire.
Damn, this one's hard. I wasn't
I'm gonna
prepared
go-
for this question.
I'm gonna go with the Matrix.
As
You're
you
already in
should.
the Matrix, bro.
Yeah,
Dude, I know, but I want to be
And it's
like,
just a
I want to be
construct.
untapped, dude. I want to
Mhm.
be unfucking plugged.
Hmm.
I want to go hang out with like the cast of Futurama for like a week.
Ah.
That'd be cool.
That's
Wait,
a good-
like the cast is in like the cartoon selves, or like
I'm also a
just
cartoon.
what a day in the life of the voice cast
Joey
is?
is also a cartoon.
I'm
Okay.
plugged into their crew for like a week as a cartoon version.
Okay,
In the
fair.
Yeah.
That's really good.
See,
That's
I was gonna go animation as well. I was gonna say like the good timeline in Dragon Ball Z where everything doesn't get destroyed by the androids. But I'd have to be like friends with everybody so I didn't get blown up by the androids. So,
Yeah.
yeah. I'd say
What Super
Dragon
Saiyan
Ball Z.
level are you, dude?
Dude, I'm at 2 because 3 drains too much of my power. It's like I could go 3, but you know.
You're
Yeah,
modest.
I'd live in the Dragon Ball Z timeline for sure.
Which
Hang out with good.
has the long hair?
That's 3.
That's 3. I like
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's 3.
3.
yeah.
You got
The one with no eyebrows and the long hair.
Yeah, it's like 0 eyebrow.
neck.
Is that the one where you get the tail? Like, do you get the tail at 3 or is that
That's-
4?
You get the tail at 4.
You get a
Oh,
tail.
well, I'm 4 then. I'm going 4.
Yeah, that's not
Yeah,
canon.
I don't want to tell you.
Oh, okay.
Jordan, did you say?
No, I haven't. But I've been watching Cobra Kai on YouTube. Actually, not YouTube, on Netflix. So I'm gonna probably just jump into that universe for a little bit because it looks fun.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
All right.
Respect.
Either that, or the universe from like Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
Yeah.
That'd be a great one.
That'd be a good one.
I like that.
Would we play that Battle of the Bands though?
Of course we would.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah,
if
but
it,
Yeah.
what
They'd have
is
to
that
win,
like
though.
summoning of aeons, like those giant like spiritual beasts that like battle each other while they're playing?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
The most
I'm just
intense
Hey,
rock out I've
Let's
ever
find
seen.
out a new music video idea. Let's go.
Dude, yeah.
Let's
There we
go.
go.
You got $100,000 to drop in special effects. Let's do
Yeah,
it.
that's a
Hey, I got
investment.
the up on my side.
And
Yeah.
that's like me finding someone
I
on
don't- yeah.
Fiverr or like begging Chris to do it. Like one of those things.
Get Chris to do it.
I do not have the ability to make a Scott Pilgrim.
There you go.
Not with that attitude.
Anything.
I guess that's true.
Pilgrim.
There's YouTube. I could figure it out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely.
that's the attitude to have.
Yeah, there you go.
All right.
I
So
can do anything.
I have the honor of asking the last question, and every single person we have spoken to has said it's the most important question. What's your
Heavy.
favorite color?
Oh man.
Seafoam green.
Chris is gonna pull
Taste.
out one that I've never heard of.
Green.
Two greens.
Okay.
Any like variation of olive green or hunter green.
Green band.
Are we all gonna say green? Because I was gonna say green.
Oh my god.
Were you?
Oh,
It's 3.
I'm
Wait,
gonna,
Joey, what did you say?
I'm gonna break some hearts on this one, but I gotta go like a nice dark, like maroon red.
wow.
Ah.
That's a nice
All
one.
right.
On that one, dude.
Moulin Rouge.
I once had like a minivan that was like that color. It was pretty dope.
That's a lover's color.
Ask my man. I was gonna say.
Sweetheart.
What's the difference between turquoise and seafoam green? Is turquoise a little bit darker of a shade?
Yeah, turquoise is like
Yeah.
really dark, and then seafoam green is like really light, and it's more in the green spectrum
Yeah,
rather
seafoam's
than
like
blue.
He's like,
Yeah,
And-
turquoise is more blue.
In this discussion, are we just saying that like black is the absence of color, or that's still something that you can like name off also?
You're allowed
You
to
can-
name it
yeah.
because black's my favorite color, so I'll let it slide.
True that.
Yeah.
I'm
There
gonna
you
say
go.
turquoise.
Okay,
All right.
solid
So,
taste.
Unique.
Also, a type of green.
Everybody's not being true to themselves though, because like I know I can walk into my closet right now and I have this much black clothing and then like this much stuff that's in a color palette. You know? So like
Yeah.
it like
So that-
if we're going by our closets, black is also my favorite color. But
I don't
that's
know.
just,
Your
you know,
favorite
kinda-
color doesn't have to be the one that looks best on you, though.
exactly.
Yeah.
I have 35 plain black T-shirts at least.
there's nothing wrong with
Well,
that.
they all fit different though, you know. Like some have pockets, some have the collar worn out, some are super ruffled.
Are they all
Gonna
different
mix-
brands?
Oh, probably. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
think
probably.
I think I have like
What do
5
you got?
black shirts now. So
Mm. Yeah, it's like a five-way tie between like Target brand, like Fruit of the Loom, and like a couple of Gildens. You know, the basics.
Mhm.
Basically.
But yeah, but
Gildan,
not even not. I
ew.
think I have.
Ew.
I think I have like one. I have one American Eagle plain black tee that's like the silkiest.
Mhm.
And
Okay.
everything else
That one's for
isn't.
special
everything.
occasions.
Yeah.
That's the good one.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
That one's for special.
When you feel like dressing up a little, I see how it is.
I might even tuck it in when I break that one out. You know what I mean?
Yo.
Damn.
Yeah,
my God.
that's the filet
Snazzy.
mignon dinner outfit.
There you go. That's my outfit for my last meal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
death row outfit.
Bury me in that shirt.
Oh, I gotta bust out the
fair.
American Eagle fit.
Mhm. Guess today's the day.
Yeah.
So as Glory said, that's all the questions you have today. Is there anything you'd like to plug?
Have
Jordan.
you heard of Limbs?
No. Tell me about them.
Nah, man. I mean, shout outs to anybody who's ever listened to us or ever supported us, or if you were watching this and you were one of those fans on the Beartooth or Motionless tour that we were so fond of. Thanks again. Thanks for still watching and paying attention to what we're doing. I don't really necessarily have anything to plug though.
All right.
Empty Vessel out now on all streaming
Yeah, I mean,
There you go.
keep listening to music that we make, please.
That'd be great.
I want to
That'd be
just.
awesome.
I want to plug Chris Club because he's my favorite. I love him.
Yeah.
He's the best.
All right.
Cool.
Look at that
Thanks,
shirt.
guys.
Well, thank you for sitting down with us,
Love
guys.
you guys.
This has been Limbs and We're the Good Noise podcast.